Welcome back to shed more light on the ongoing national projects and their impacts on the environment. We have the pleasure to have this phone with Dr. Amr Hassanein, Assistant Research Scientist at Maryland University, USA, and one of Egypt's scientists at the Egypt Can Foundation. Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for having me today.
I have the pleasure to have you with us, sir. Dr. Hassanein, the human activities are responsible for almost increase of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. So how does the organic waste contribute in this increase?
Yeah, basically, organic waste share around 25% of greenhouse gas emissions. When we waste food, we also waste all the energy and water it takes to grow, harvest, and transport and package it. And if the food waste goes to the landfill, it will create another problem because food waste can produce methane, which is a greenhouse gas emission, even more potent than carbon dioxide. So in order to really decrease the greenhouse gas emission, we need to control the amount of food waste that goes to the landfill and find applicable technology or find a good solution to turn the food waste to another source of energy or decrease the amount of food waste that goes to the landfill. So it's really critical point.
Yes. Dr. Hassanein, would you tell us about the technologies that can turn organic waste into useful products?
Yeah. So mainly there are two types of technologies that could be used to turn organic waste to energy. The first one, thermal conversion, which works more with the dried organic material and dried agricultural waste, such as pyrolysis, such as gasification, combustion, and there's many types of thermal conversion right now, and many projects using the thermal conversion to turn the like something like the dry bottle to biochar and bio-oil and syngas. And on the other hand, there's another type of technology which called biochemical conversion, such as anaerobic digestion, which turns organic waste to energy in form of renewable gas. It's called biogas. That gas can be used for cooking, generating energy, and it can be used as a fuel. So both technologies really ready to be used right now.
Yes, Dr. Hassanein, the Ministry of Environment have launched an initiative titled Ready for the Green. And this initiative aims at decreasing the greenhouse gas emissions. So how do you evaluate this initiative?
Yeah, in my opinion, that is really a good initiative. Ready for Green and to decrease greenhouse gas emissions through increasing the awareness of the environmental challenges, avoid single use of plastic, decrease food waste, go to the landfill, turn waste to energy. I think all of these steps will help Egypt to decrease the greenhouse gas emissions. It's really, really important, especially people awareness. If you try to create any project without people awareness, you will not be able to achieve any of the targets that you are trying to do.
Yes, Dr. Hassanein, how do you assess the future of turning waste into energy?
Yeah, after most of the world countries join Paris roadmap, I think all the countries will work very hard to cut their emissions, which will not happen without people awareness and turning waste into energy and generate electricity from more renewable sources such as solar energy and wind energy. On the other hand, back again to the organic waste, I think most of the research right now focus on maximizing the energy producing, the energy production from the organic waste and treat more organic material in less time and find the best practice to treat the food waste and treat the animal manure without creating any environmental problem.
Yes, Dr. Hassanein, which of the foreign countries that you could say that this country is the role model that Egypt could abide by in the field of turning waste into energy. Could you name us some of the countries
Yeah,
abroad?
this is a really, really good and good important thing. If we think about the role model country, yeah, the two main countries that right now doing a lot of work, like Germany, they are turning most of the animal manure and most of the food waste to energy. Also, US doing the same, and it's happening through a certain type of, rules. There's no way food waste can go with the normal trash. The animal manure, they can't spread it inside the field. They need to take it back and treat it and put it in a closed environment to capture all methane and capture all CO2. And Germany, I believe, they produce between 20 to 40% of their electricity coming from the organic material and coming from the recycling of the organic material. So it's really important. Also, China doing a very good job. India, same. So China, I believe, there's around 60 million anaerobic digesters that turn animal manure and food waste into energy. And India, there's around 1 million biogas digesters. So I believe many countries are doing the same. And the good point, and I believe in Egypt, there's a very good point because Egypt now, the temperature that's applicable to turn food waste to energy, it's really available. But in Germany, US, and in China, the temperature is very low, so they need to provide heat, which will cause using much more energy compared to Egypt.
Yes, Dr. Hassanin, is there any coordination between Egypt and foreign countries that you've mentioned, like, for example, Germany as a role model in this field, turning waste into energy? That would be some cooperation between this country and Egypt in this field?
Yeah, I believe there's some existing cooperation, but what is more important is what the Ministry of Environment doing right now is increasing the awareness. Because if you have the technology without the farmer accepting that technology, it will be very difficult and very challenging. So first, you need to explain to the community and to the local people, this is what we should do. And don't waste food. If you have food or if you have animal manure as a farmer or agricultural waste, you need to turn it to energy because that energy will help you to overcome so many challenges. So energy is really important. Also, between U.S. and between me and Ministry of Immigration and multiple ministries, we are trying to work very hard to find the best models that we can use in Egypt in order to turn food to energy and turn the agricultural waste to energy.
Yes, yes. So, Dr. Hassanin, what were the latest articles that were published for you in the field of bio-resource technology lately?
Yeah, okay, so that article, it's more about the research and predicting the future. So what is happening right now, many technology application, it's really increasing so much. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to get the nanoparticles that may be coming from the nanotechnology, and we try to spike it with the food waste and with the wastewater liquid, and we are trying to see how it will affect on the bacteria and how it will affect on the microorganisms that inside the wastewater and how it will affect the energy production. And what we found is when we use the nanoparticles, it will increase the amount of energy production from organic material. But there's another bad point because when we use nanoparticles, it accumulates inside the wastewater, and if that wastewater used for irrigation or used as a fertilizer, it will accumulate inside the plant, and it will cause a problem. So, from our paper, the take-home message is if there's any technology that deals with nanotechnology or deal with nanoparticles, they need to take care about how they will collect the nanoparticles from the wastewater and how they can reuse it again. And this is what is our next research about. And by the way, our research, it started 15 years from now. So we are trying to see what will happen after 15 years from now.
Yes, Dr. Hassanin, let's shed light on the Egypt Can Foundation, and you are one of the scientists of the Egypt Can that before it became a foundation, it started as conferences, Egypt Can for Women, Egypt Can for Education, Egypt Can for Science. How do you see the importance of the Egypt Can Foundation as a bridge linking or an opportunity for exchanging experiences between Egyptians living in Egypt and Egyptians expatriates abroad?
Yeah. Okay. So Egypt care really important, and I feel this is really good opportunity for all people outside Egypt and inside Egypt, for scientists inside Egypt and outside Egypt. Cooperation, it's all the time. It's beneficial for both parties. It's beneficial for Egypt, beneficial for the people outside Egypt. I believe scientists trying to help as can as possible with knowledge, with support, with any type of activities that we can do from here, or we can come and do it in person. I believe Ministry of Immigration did a very good job to get
Yes.
all Egyptian minds and all Egyptian expertise together to help Egypt with ideas and help Egypt with some projects that can help Egypt for the better future and for sustainability program and for Egypt 2030 program. So Egypt can as conference and Egypt can as association, I believe it's very important to have it right now.
Yes.
And very important to have it for the future.
I thank you very much for your time and for your valuable information, Dr. Amr Hassanin, Assistant Research Scientist at Maryland University in USA and the scientist of Egypt Can Foundation. Thank you very much for your time. With this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. I'm Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.